We come at this as parents, we come at this as folks who've spent our own time in the public education system, as taxpayers, as voters. It's hard to find anybody in a community that doesn't feel in some way personally connected to what happens in their schools. CEI's vision is that every Colorado young person finishes their K-12 education boldly prepared to take great steps into a hopeful, equitable, prosperous future. And we know that requires a public education system that is modernized and ready to help kids respond to a very different world. In Colorado, school districts have something called local control, which means that the vast majority of our education decisions are made by 178 separate locally elected boards. And one of the reasons CEI was founded is to help share best practice across those otherwise separate systems.
We're about 20,000 students, so we're a large district, but we're not the largest district. We don't have the centralized support that you might see in a district our size in other places. CEI in general is an organization that can convene folks from all across the state. They are definitely experts in the field and can bring their expertise to whatever work that you're trying to implement as a district.
We work in 90 school districts, nearly half of the school districts in the state, and most of the school districts in Colorado are rural schools.
We have an 80% graduation rate. Mesa County in general has a high rate of suicides, mental health issues, students not feeling like they belong in their school buildings. And so we have a lot of challenges that we need to take on.
The core way that CEI works with educators and school leaders across Colorado is in our function as an implementation expert. Most of our team have been teachers, principals, or system leaders, and we just know what it takes to roll up our sleeves and do the really hard work of pushing forward a school, a classroom, and a school system.
They've done everything from high school redesign work. They've partnered with us on some social emotional learning work with our students. They've also worked with us on having student-led equity groups within our schools.
The schools are public entities. They belong to the families in that community, and not just some of the families, all of the families that can be served by that public institution. One of the major projects of CEI is around school climate and culture. We know that young people don't separate their learning from their feelings and their experience of school. And so there's no such thing as separating our academic work from our social emotional work, our culture and climate work in schools. We're very excited to see that over 80% of our partners do say that the work they did with us led to increased academic outcomes.
We have 80% of our kindergartners reading on grade level. We've never had that before.
The great thing we get to do at CEI is pay attention to the bright spots, and we see educators and leaders doing incredible things in classrooms and for young people every day.